Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisville, Ohio. We are here in the top of the first as we've had the first out of the inning recorded there as Blake Coleman grounds out to third base to get things started for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. They're the visiting team here at Louisville High School here in this Division IV Regional Semifinal matchup between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call with you. Austin Rodriguez on the main camera. We'll get to thanking our sponsors here in just a moment, but we are underway just a few minutes early here as the first game did not take long at all to get over with. And so people have been kind of waiting to get this one started here. So we're live and we are underway. AJ Shoemaker at the plate for Tiffin Calvert. We'll go over starting lineups here in just a minute. We'll talk about the pitching matchup brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. On the mound today for the Eagles, Freddie Boldak. And Boldak sits him down with a strikeout there. Curveball. Froze him up. And that's out number 2 for the Senecas. That'll bring up Caden Otterbacher. 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. No score. Live here at Louisville High School. Home of the Leopards. Well, Boldak's got a nice curveball working here in the early going. As he gets that one to snap in there for a strike. It's 0-1 here on Otterbacher. Misses outside with the second one. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Make sure you share the broadcast, like, follow, and subscribe. That helps us as well, but what really helps us is you sharing the broadcast with your friends on your social media. Takes 2 seconds, 2 clicks. That's all it is, folks. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Caden Otterbacher. 2 down here in the top of the first. This one grounded back to the pitcher. Boldak underhands to first for the final out. Senecas go 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the first. No score here at Louisville High School. Once again, Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main camera. Got started a little bit earlier than what we expected to, Greggy.
Yeah, we're still trying to, situate all the equipment in this environment where, we've been here before, Nate, but not all the equipment that we're using has been here before.
Mm-hmm.
So.
We've made some upgrades since the last time we were here, and just testing out new stuff.
We got a bunch of wireless things, and we're definitely not the only ones here for this great contest here this afternoon.
Absolutely not. And we knew that was going to be the case. Let's thank our sponsors here for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We would like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Did you catch that one in there, Greg? Calvert Baseball's biggest fan. Oh, right there he is. What's up, Coop?
I heard you talking about him.
Hey, buddy. One, two, three scoreless inning, top half of the inning for the Warren Eagles. Blake Coleman on the mound for Tiffin Calvert. Take a look at his pitching stats here. As I work on sharing the...
Man, we're having issues with these cameras freezing up on me. They're going back and forth on me.
Uh-oh. Hopefully, we can get this figured out in between bottom and the top of the inning. Blake Coleman on the mound for Tiffin Calvert. This one grounded to the second baseman. Ritzler fires over to first. And quickly, Senecas record the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up number 2, Michael Condolian, the shortstop. First one in there for a strike. A nice brisk 68-degree game time temperature here today. And you know, it's nice when you're sitting in the sun, Greg, but it's a little chilly when you're sitting up here in the tent. Grounded to short, Kidwell fires over to first, but Moyer unable to field it cleanly, as it took a little bit of a bounce off the turf there. Dealing with some issues with the cameras, folks. We'll get that figured out in between innings here, as I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's just a lot of bodies in between her and us. You got about 4 bodies right there standing there in the dugout.
That's quite the crowd right here in front of us, too.
Yep.
I actually lost our camera there, so.
Coleman misses with the first one. Blake Coleman comes set. Runner at first. Here with 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Inside, it's 2-0 here on Caleb Hodley.
Not a big kid out there. 5'8", about 155. Starting off this game strong. Man on base already.
This one fouled off to the third base side. Look at the defense for the Senecas here. Blake Coleman on the mound for the Senecas. Connor Meyer behind the plate. Connor Moyer. Cameron Moyer at first base. Logan Ritzler at second. Jamison Godfrey manning third base. Jake Kidwell at short. Harry Schultz in left field. Throw over to first is not in time. Caden Otterbacher in center field, and A.J. Shoemaker over in right field. There's your defensive alignment for the Senecas. Cash Lee filling in as the DH today. 2-1 count here on Hodley. Breaking ball snaps in there for a strike, evens the count at 2-2. Runner at first with 1 out. Blake Coleman comes set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt. Try to get him to chase that one. What's a full count here? Things have a way of evening themselves out after that 1-pitch first at-bat. Now Hodley working a nice at-bat here. This one fouled at the plate. The runner was off on the pitch, so he'll have to go back to first. Seneca's wearing those baby blues, those powder blues, if you will. Beautiful uniforms this year. Here's the 3-2. It's high, and he'll put him on. So we'll have runners at first and second with just 1 out, as Michael Bartow, the DH, strolls to the plate.
Number 16, Michael Bartow.
I'm going to take it up, I think. Let's see if maybe she can move the transmitter further up on the tripod pole. It's probably about as far up as it can go. I don't know. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Here's the 0-1 from Coleman. Catches the outside corner. It's 0-2. This one fouled back. Stays 0-2. Give a shout out to Terry Horn, athletic director over here at Louisville High School. Gracious host. Strike 3 call. Coleman froze him up with a knee buckling curveball on the inside corner. That'll bring up Dom Ryan. Righty-lefty matchup. Ryan, the right fielder for the Eagles. Coleman takes a pause so he can tie his shoes here.
Throwing himself right out of his shoes.
2 outs. Runners on first and second base. The right fielder, Dom Ryan, in the right-handed batter's box. Left-handed batter's box, I should say. First pitch was outside. That might have been kind of a throw out to see if maybe they were going to get the runner to go. Or pitch out. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Snaps back over the plate. Just catches the corner, the outside corner for strike 1. There's a nice hole between short and third here as they are playing Ryan to pull, but also keeping those runners on, keeping them safe, keeping them honest. You have the second baseman in between first and second base, like right in the middle. Kidwell playing more of a hold position at short. This one grounded past the third baseman into left field. Schultz, throw not in time, and runners will be safe at first and second. That's exactly what you want to do if you're Dom Ryan. They challenged you. They said, all right, we don't think you're going to hit the ball over here, and that's exactly where he hit it, Greg.
It's a heads-up play there by the batter. Like you said, Nate hitting it right through where you saw the spot was at. Taking advantage of it right there.
So a 1-0 lead for Warren JFK here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Taggart Carfangia. This one hit high into the air. Second baseman ranges over, and Ritzler juggles it but makes the catch for the final out here in the bottom of the first. Eagles leave 2 stranded, but they plate the first run of the game. They lead 1-0. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And we're back here at Louisville High School. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn with you here. 1-0 Warren JFK here in the top of the second inning. Two balls, one strike here on Connor Moyer. That one drops in there to even the count at 2-2. Good eye from Moyer there as he watches. And it's 3-2. And Connor Moyer draws a walk. So a leadoff walk for Moyer. And that'll bring up Cam Moyer. First pitch in there for a strike. Take a look at some stats here. That one in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Moyer batting 189 on the season, 74 at-bats, 14 hits. And that one's strike three called right down Broadway. Must have been looking for something else there. That'll bring up Jake Kidwell. Kidwell batting 279 on the season, 68 at-bats, 19 hits, 3 doubles, 16 singles on the season for Kidwell, 18 RBIs. He watches the first one outside. 14 walks. And that one finds the outside corner. It's 1-1. Strike two. It's 1-2 here on Jake Kidwell. Kidwell hits this back to the pitcher. Underhand to first for the second out. Runner will advance from first to second. That'll bring up Harrison Schultz. Schultz playing left field today, batting 7th. Cash Lee in the on-deck circle. First pitch outside to Schultz. Righty-lefty matchup here. Oh, what a bender that was. That one had some snap to it. Here's the 1-1, fouled straight back. And Schultz behind in the count now, 1-2. 2 outs, runner at second base. 1-0 lead for Warren JFK. Here at beautiful Leopards Field. It's Andy Alyanchik.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Alyanchik, that's what it was. I remember from last year. Alyanchik. Whoop, there went my lineup for Calvert. Whoops. I'll get it. I'll get it. I can't believe that got away from me. It's the first time I've let a lineup get away. Hey, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you.
Uh-oh.
This one hit into shallow left field. Shortstop fields it for the final out. Senecas leave one stranded. They trail 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn, and Austin Rodriguez on the call with you here today on this beautiful Thursday evening. Division IV Regional Semifinal. 4th straight year these Senecas have been in the regional round. As the last 2 years, they've advanced past this round into the state semis.
Yeah, it got us a ticket to a nice suite in Akron. It'd be nice to go again for the 3rd year anyway.
Absolutely.
But we got a little bit of work to do before we get there. Can't be counting our chickens before they hatch, for sure.
Well, they definitely have some work to do. This Warren JFK lineup is potent from top to bottom. And when they've got a pitcher like Freddie Boldak on the mound, I mean, they can be hard to beat. Take a moment and thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Our pitch cam brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. And the first pitch tonight brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. We'd like to also thank Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And you can too, folks. That's right. You can get on board with us, sponsor with us today, as if these Senecas end up moving on to the next round and play that game tomorrow, we're going to need to add some names to that sponsor list. And if you want to get your name added, give us a call, 567-207-5041. You can also text that same number on the screen, or you can just email us, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. Get a hold of us. Get on board with the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
JFK Eagles got to run the first. Here in the bottom.
Blake Coleman back on the mound for his second inning of work. Gave up a run in the bottom of the first, but he did leave 2 stranded. Leading off things for the Warren JFK Eagles, Jaden Rochelle, the first baseman, swings and misses at that one. It's 0-2.
I got to give you some props, Nate. I tell you, after a 2-hour drive over here, with a little bit of chilly wind blowing on me, I'm ready to just eat some snackies and take a nap. I got to wake up here.
Swung on and missed. Coleman gets a strikeout there. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 1, Nico Ciminero. Chiminero. There we go. Chimity. Grounded foul down the third base line.
Wind shifting again, now almost coming in from right center field.
Cameras seem to be doing a little better now since the adjustment, hopefully.
Hey, you're not supposed to talk about Eugene.
Yeah, but sorry. Damn, darn it. The 0-1 drops in there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Coleman is quickly ahead, 0-2.
1 out, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Coleman. Swung on, hit to second, right at Logan Ritzler, who gloves it for the second out. Nicely done there by Logan Ritzler. Didn't have to move much for that one, Greggy.
No. That one floated just over the pitcher's glove there, and he said, oh, wait a minute, it's coming right to mine. No, I got that.
Even so, I wouldn't have caught it.
I tell you, I think the game of baseball honestly just moves too fast for my brain, Nate.
Sometimes, yeah.
It takes me a minute to process what just happened half the time. I'm like, wait a minute.
The third baseman, Santino Cimbati, at the plate.
You can see the wind having some effect already. You can see dirt blowing up. Nobody's even touching anything. The wind's just picking it up and blowing it across there.
Where are they finding dirt?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, I've seen it too. I'm just saying, where is the wind finding the dirt? Maybe it's picking up from the Little League field over there. That one finds the inside corner. 2-1 the count here on Cimbati. Here's the 2-1. Strike two. He's getting that inside corner call. That's key.
I think he's just throwing it down the middle, and the wind's blowing it to the inside corner.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. 1, 2, 3. Go the JFK Eagles. We head to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Warren JFK. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Louisville High School, home of the Leopards. In this regional semifinal matchup here in Division IV between Tiffin Calvert and the Warren JFK Eagles. I'm Nate Mullins, on the call with Greg Kinn. Austin Rodriguez doing a great job in the Calvert dugout on the main cam for us today. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. If you're watching, help us out. Share the broadcast. As Cash Lee at the plate fouls that one off. The 0-1 is in the turf. Boldak threw 2 innings, 29 pitches, 20 of those for strikes. That's efficiency. Swung on, foul, tipped off the catcher's mask. Was it the yeah, I think it's a catcher. Yeah, it definitely was the umpire.
Hit something it wasn't supposed to hit.
Yeah. Boldak, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk issued. That's the only base runner of the game so far for Tiffin Calvert. Here's the 1-2. Misses inside and low. Evens the count, 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking with the curveball. And sits him down for the first out of the inning. That's his 3rd strikeout here so far. through 2 1/3.
Next up, semifinal, Logan Ritzler.
That'll bring up Logan Ritzler, bottom of the order here for Tiffin Calvert.
Logan Ritzler, the second baseman, will stand in now.
First pitch in there for a strike. Blake Coleman in the on-deck circle. Curveball. It's a little high on the release on that one. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Ritzler. Came inside and high with the heat. Ritzler swung through it.
Excellent command so far. The center fielder over to the right center field.
And that one, strike 3 called. Ritzler goes down looking.
Not happy with himself for taking that call. Third strike. So back to the top of the order, Blake Coleman.
Next up, number 1,
Right out to see a body at third base to start the game.
Well, it's bull chalk. Bull chalk.
To how he stands in the mound before.
I'm reading the name that was listed on the lineup card, and it's Greg, what do you think that is? Bull chalk?
That looks like a bunch of letters that are all running together.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Good to piece that
But
one.
either way, he makes the put out to first base for the final out. 1, 2, 3, go the Senecas once again. And Freddie Bolchak working his way through 3 innings. No trouble so far with this Senecas lineup. 1-0 Warren as we head to the bottom of the third. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar, all proud sponsors with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We picked up a few stragglers there towards the end. A couple sponsors that were like, hey, you guys still need sponsors? Yeah, absolutely, folks. Anytime you ask that question, it's going to be a yes. I'll never tell you no, because we could always use more. Because even when we cover costs, folks, the business doesn't just run on breaking even, you know. Like, we can't keep doing this if we just break even, so.
Yeah, question here. Somebody's asking about who won the Hillsdale game prior to this game.
Hillsdale, 2-1 over Lake Center Christian, I believe. Yep. 2-1 was the final score. Lake Center, that was just their second loss of the season. Their only other loss to defending state champion Highland. So,
Big time win there for Hillsdale.
big time win for Hillsdale. So that's who the winner of this game will face tomorrow night at 5 o'clock here at Louisville High School.
I can't believe after the last few baseball games that I'm chilly right now.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Last week we did 3 games in a row, and I think the temperature almost hit 90 every one of those games.
Yeah, we are blessed today for sure with some beautiful weather.
set to bat. Number 13, Andrew Lapala.
That'll bring up Andrew Lapala, the left fielder. Back to the top of the order for Warren JFK. They lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Lapala watches the first one down low. And this one fouled off to the left, nearly over there to the Little League field.
Back to the top of the order for the JFK Eagles. Andrew Lapala. Left fielder will stand in. He drives out to Ritzler at second.
1 ball, 1 strike.
JFK.
Coleman comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Blake Coleman. Coleman getting a little mixed up in these signals here. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Moyer fields it, throws down to first, and they get the out. So a strikeout and a throw out. But they just get one out, though, Greg. Just one out.
Well, that doesn't seem fair.
I know. That's what I always thought. He's safe if he gets to first before the throw, and the pitcher still gets the strikeout. How does that make any sense?
Number 2,
Michael Condolian strolling to the plate. Shortstop. Watches the first one snap in there for a strike. Boy, Greg, I don't know about you, but my allergies have just been awful lately. These last few days have just been, This one fouled off to the right. You see this cottonwood just flying all over the place. So I apologize if I sound a little nasally on the broadcast today, folks.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day. It's like spider webs on the motorcycle, catching all kinds of stuff floating through the air. So, oh, it's all this.
Strike 3 called. Coleman sits down, Condoli on. Second out of the game. And strikeout number 6 for Blake Coleman. I have him at 5, so strikeout number 5 for Coleman. Ooh, that was a good-looking pitch. Caleb Hadley at the plate, catcher. Here's the 1-0. Inside, it's 2-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, that popcorn's smelling good, Greggy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's drops in there for a strike.
Keep checking out these JFK Eagles uniforms here today, giving me the old school Cleveland Indian vibes.
Right?
Looks of them. Yeah. Or the new school Guardians vibes, whatever you want to call them. Just that deep blue.
Those
rich
City
red.
Connect jerseys they just debuted. Very similar, yeah. That color. A 3-1.
Ooh.
That one smoked foul down the third base side. Boy, it's a good thing that third base coach got his head on a swivel down there, because
Yeah, that thing zipped right down there.
uh-huh. Time called as they shag the loose ball down there in left field.
It's one thing you can never have enough of at all these games is the baseballs.
That's right.
They go flying everywhere, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, I don't have any balls.
And they go
There
quick.
are.
Here's the 3-2. This one fouled back.
I don't think it dunked anybody. I didn't hear anything.
Well, that's sometimes not a good.
Well, no. Nah, I'm sure you hear that. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Here's the payoff pitch from Blake Coleman. Up high,
Ooh.
and he puts him on with 2 outs. So nice at-bat there by Caleb Hadley. That's his second walk of the game.
Next up, number 16,
Hey, folks, Tom Cruise chiming in the comments section.
Tom Cruise fans game official. That's a heck of a Facebook page name there, pal.
Oh, my goodness. Sometimes I'm like,
I mean-
these spam bots.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're blowing up, but Tom Cruise, I'm flattered.
Yeah. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Michael Bartow at the plate. Coleman comes set. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. The appeal says no, he did not. Here's the 2-1. This one hit into right center field. Going to get down for a base hit. Otterbacher up with it. The throw in will keep a runner at first, but they'll have runners at the corners with 2 outs for Dom Ryan, who drove in the game's only run so far back in the first inning.
And just sailing to a nice open spot out there.
Mm-hmm. Two outs, runners at first and second, or first and third. Dom Ryan at the plate, grounds this one to short. Kidwell steps on second for the final out. And Coleman escapes the jam. Eagles leave 2 stranded. We head to the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Warren JFK. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to the home of the Leopards here at Louisville High School. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez doing a great job on the camera for us. Thanks for tuning in on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
If so, return that to the media tent.
I don't know what.
It's right by the concession stand. Can't miss it.
I didn't hear the beginning of that announcement.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
heard
sure
the end of
what.
it.
Somebody lost something or took off with something.
All I heard was, if so, return that to the media.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the first part of that was, but.
Maybe a phone was lost. Not sure. Either way, hopefully whatever it is found. As we get set to start this top of the 4th inning here, A.J. Shoemaker leading things off for Tiffin Calvert. Freddie Bolchak starts out. Shoemaker with a first pitch strike.
And the Allianz Field at Louisville High School in Stark County. Gorgeous day and another great picture school. Warren JFK up 1-0 over Tiffin Calvert.
The 0-1 finds the outside corner. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back. He's got that curveball working so well right now, Greg, that when he shows you the fastball, these guys are just kind of late on it because they're so used to seeing that curveball. This one grounded up the middle to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time for the second out. Or for the first out, sorry. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Caden Otterbacher. center fielder. Yeah, Greggy, we ain't getting nothing from this concession stand. That's the hot ticket right now.
It just tells you how good it is.
First pitch to Otterbacher inside. Connor Moyer in the on-deck circle. Seneca's still looking for their first hit. As Bolchok really done a nice job of just kind of mowing down this lineup so far. Sitting them up, sitting them down.
Yeah, he's been a machine here so far through this one.
And that curveball finds the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Two and one is down low. And it is 3 balls, 1 strike on Caden Otterbacher. 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th. Here's a 3-1. This one hit back up the middle. Well hit into center field. All the way to the fence. Otterbacher on his horse. He's past second into third base with a 1-out triple. And Caden Otterbacher sent that one for a ride. The first hit, an exclamation point on the stat sheet.
Yeah. That one, like you said, Nate, to the fence. No joke about it. That one just landed just inside it, rolling to the edge of the fence there. A little bit more on that one, and he's heading on home easily.
That'll bring up Connor Moyer, runner at third base with 1 out. He just needs to get this one into the outfield. Somewhere deep. Just hit it deep. This one hit past the second baseman, and it's a tie ball game. Connor Moyer coming through with a 1-out RBI single.
I think he got a little too excited in the dugout down there for a minute. Nate lost the camera. It's back. Yeah, when he hit that one, the dugout erupted down there, and the camera went black real quick.
That's the kind of access we have, folks. Yes, we have our camera in the Calvert dugout.
Good stuff.
Connor Moyer down at first base with 1 out. Cameron Moyer, check swing, fouls that one off to the right. Here's the 0-1. Moyer smoked that one, but well hit foul into the Little League field over there.
Well, it took off like a rocket off the end of the bat.
He saw the pitch he wanted, but I think he's just a little too early on that. He just jumped on it. Bolchok sitting at 50 pitches now. Back-to-back hits for the Senecas. Give them their first run of the game. Here in the top of the 4th, it's tied at 1 apiece. 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes here to Cameron Moyer. Here's the pitch. Up high. Connor Moyer down at first. Cameron Moyer at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Foul tipped at the plate. Stays alive at 1-2. Bolchok comes set. Here's the 1-2. Fouled once again at the plate. And Moyer, I think, is starting to time that up a little bit here. One game. Here's the 1-2, and it's time called by the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first base with one out. Tie ball game. Bolchak. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first is not in time.
What a close one.
Heads up play there by Caleb Hadley. Jumped up, fired down to first, nearly got the runner.
Yeah.
But Moyer back diving safely. That'll bring up Jacob Kidwell. Kidwell 0 for 1 on the day. This pitching matchup has not disappointed today, Greg.
Yeah.
These two really have brought their best.
I mean, that seems to be the most common theme to me whenever we get into postseason play is all the good teams here late in the postseason have some of the best pitchers you're going to see around.
That's right. Second pitch missed outside. It is 1-1.
Ooh.
Inside, brushes him back with a fastball. It's 2-1 on Kidwell. Here's the 2-1. Kidwell chops this one to third. Third baseman up with it. Throw to first is in time for the final out. But the Senecas tie it up. It's 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Great ball game here on Heart of Ohio Sports in this Division IV Regional Semifinal matchup. The winner of this game moves on to face Hillsdale in the regional final tomorrow night here at Louisville High School. Take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, if these Senecas were to win today and move on tomorrow, and you hear that sponsor list and you're a business owner in this community and you say, hey, there's a lot of people watching right now. I mean, we're sitting at over 220 people watching currently at the same time. But this video will reach well over 2,000 people in this community. If you want to get your business in front of those fans, and folks, I mean, those are passionate, locked in, engaged fans. It's not like we're just going to play your commercial whenever, or we're just going to talk about your business whenever. You got the eyes of the community on this game here today. So once again, if you want to get on board with us, shoot us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or give us a phone call, 567-207-5041. Join the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Tell you about our friends at Triple C Lawn Care Company. Are you looking for reliable lawn care? Triple C Lawn Care Company has you covered. Two local high school athletes, that's Cam Bajent and Cam Moyer, are ready to tackle your mowing, trimming, edging, and mulching needs. Support their summer hustle and get a pristine yard while you're at it. Call 419-306-9937 today. That's Triple C Lawn Care Company. Leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth, Taggart, Carfanja. Boy, this lineup sounds like a Sopranos episode.
Ooh.
Brushes him back with that one. 1-1 the count. Coleman through 3 innings, 50 pitches. Godfrey fields this one. Throw over to first is in time for the first out.
What a throw.
What a play by Godfrey, too. He knew that was going to have a weird bounce, so he stayed back on it. Fielded it off the hop. And a nice throw over to first for the first out. Jaden Rischel, the first baseman at the plate. Rischel 0 for 1 with a strikeout. One finds the outside corner for a strike.
See the guys from Triple C getting some love from Coach Lento here on the comment section.
Mm-hmm. 0-2 the count. Here on Rischel. One out. Here's the 0-2 from Coleman. This one chopped foul down the third base side. Coach Lento getting ready to start the offseason program here pretty soon with the Senecas. Got a fundraiser underway for the football team. Head over to Coach Mike Lento's page, find that fundraiser, contribute. Strike 3 called.
Coleman says, here, I'll contribute. How about a strike?
Uh-huh. Let me drop that in your donation bucket. 2 down.
I seen the Super Mario Brothers dad, Jeff Moyer, was talking about some raffle tickets. I think the grand prize was Savannah Bananas tickets in Cleveland, some of the things.
Yeah, I need to...
Got a lot of fundraiser things going on around the Calvert community.
I'm pretty sure...
As we're heading into the summer fun time here.
I'm pretty sure one of the Calvert parents has 2 of those raffle tickets on hold for me. I got to make sure I give them the money for those. Swung on and missed by Chiminero.
I'll tell you what, I like Coach Lento so much, I'll even give him a little shout out here. I seen he's currently trying to sell a 65-inch TV for like $50 he's getting.
That's already gone. That's gone.
I was going to say, try to help him out here.
And strike 3, Chiminero down on strikes. Senecas sit down the Eagles 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Or we head to the top of the 5th, I'm sorry. It's 1-1 here in this regional semifinal, Division IV baseball. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back as Harrison Schultz hits this one to second base. Second baseman up with it, throws it over to first for the first out here in the top of the 5th. It's 1-1. We're tied here in this Division IV Regional Semifinal between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Bolchuk on for his 5th inning of work. 60 pitches so far through 4 1/3. 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 1 walk issued, 5 strikeouts. Swung on and missed. Cash Lee at the plate. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Bolchok really got out of a little bit of a jam there in the 4th inning, but he's really had a heck of a performance here so far. The 2-2, this one fouled back by Lee, just slapped that one, slapped away at it, just trying to stay alive.
I like that. That's exactly what that was.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Freddie Bolchok swung on and missed by Cash Lee. That'll be strikeout number 6 for Bolchok.
2 down. Logan Ritzler, the second baseman, was also called out on strikes.
Logan Ritzler strolls up to the plate.
Next up, number 3, Logan Ritzler.
6 strikeouts. Giamatti playing at the
First one down low as Ritzler watches that one.
third base.
Fouled back. One and 1 the count here on Logan Ritzler with 2 down. Top of the 5th.
Left and Wisher at first base, very close to the line.
Here's the 1-1. Up high. 2-1. Starting to miss a little bit with the curve as he's having trouble locating it. It's either high or low right now. Swung on and missed, but the fastball's working for him as that's how he got the strikeout. Two. Swung on and missed. He got that fastball by him once again. Strikeout number 7 for Bolchok. Still tied at 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in with us. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn, the Wizard, on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez down first base side, and the Calvert dugout on the camera for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Still got room to add more to that list, folks. If these Senecas were to move on and play tomorrow and play the Hillsdale, was it the Hillsdale Cardinals?
I'm not even positive about that one.
I hate it when I say something and I set myself up to say something and then I don't know what I'm going to say.
Because I'm always thinking of Highland when I think of Hillsdale.
Yeah.
And then I know they're the Hawks, but that's nuts.
Yeah. But either way, they'll face Hillsdale
the
tomorrow.
Hillsdale baseball team.
Yes. Hillsdale from Jeromesville.
22, Santino,
Leading off things here in the bottom of the 5th, Santino Ciambatti.
Calvert pretty sharp as he faces Santino Giamatti, the third baseman for the JFK Eagles.
Blake Coleman, 4 innings pitched. 1 run allowed. It was not an earned run. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hits allowed for Coleman so far. 59 pitches, so that was actually pitch number 60 there. Swung on, chopped foul.
Gonna take a nice little jog down there anyways.
Yeah,
Trying
you
to
know.
stay warm. It's chilly.
Yeah,
out there.
exactly. Get the stretch in.
Schultz, Kate Otterbacher, and A.J. Shoemaker left to right. Outfield, Jameson Godfrey at third, Jake Kidrow at shortstop, Logan Ritzler at second, Cameron Boyer at first base, Connor Boyer is catching, Blake Coleman.
Santino Ciambatti, the 0-2.
Curveball
This one swung on, hit in between left and center field, but Otterbacher ranges over to make the play. You know, that was when it was hit in the air, Greg, I thought that was going to get down, but it just kind of stayed up there a little too long.
Yeah, and that was one of those moments where you saw both the outfielders running for it, and I said, uh-oh. Yeah. So the decision was made. He said, I got this one, and got underneath of it. Let me see if I caught that one on that replay. Take a look here.
That'll bring up Andrew LaPola.
Yeah. Nice job right there.
Top of the order for the Eagles. 1 out. Starts him out with a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 foul tipped into the glove. It's 0-2. He just got him guessing up there right now. Here's the 0-2. Bounces that one. Trying to see if they can get him to chase. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This one swung on, grounded, foul down the first base side. Come back and do it again at 1-2. Live here at Andy Ionchik Field. This one fouled at the plate. Nice little at bat here from LaPola as he refuses to go down easily here.
Some really nice facilities over here, Nate. I love
Beautiful.
Being up on the risers here and like the press area. And then all around us here is like this concrete, seating area. It's just real nice.
And LaPola fouls this one off to the left. Schultz ranges over to make the play for the second out.
Great job to get over there and get underneath that one.
Always one of my favorite places to call a game from, Greg, just because the hospitality over here is second to none, you know? For baseball, you don't get this kind of hospitality anywhere else.
Listen, that hot dog was second to none. I couldn't help myself. I had to wolf that one down. That's good stuff.
2 outs. Michael Condolion. The shortstop watches the first one in there for a strike. Condolion scored a run and has struck out. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Reach base on an error. This one hit into right field, and it stays fair. And the right fielder bobbles it. If he hadn't slid, he might have actually been able to challenge for third, but either way.
Playing it safe there.
Absolutely. Nice hit there by Michael Condolion. Caleb Hadley, the catcher, coming to the plate next. We'll have a mound visit here. A little sneak peek. Shh. Shh. Only one person listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. Sorry, buddy. I got to show the wizard. I mean, come on now. If you expected me not to show the wizard, then come on.
Man, what a hit there, but that one stayed in bounds there. You think about like that one's kind of floating. I kind of looked down the side here. I said, uh-oh.
And it kind of got into no man's territory down there where he...
it was right on the corner, right inside there. Like, it couldn't have been any further out without being fouled.
Yeah. So, strolling to the plate, Caleb Hadley, the catcher, into the heart of the order. The number 3 hitter, they're going to go ahead and walk him. So they walk Hadley to get to Michael Bartow, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Hadley, that's his 3rd walk on the day. 3rd time he's reached base, all 3 times via the walk. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. Bartow checks his swing. That one misses down low. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one finds the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1.
Let's watch that pitch move in ways I could never imagine throwing a baseball.
And that one, breaking ball fouled off to the left. And it's now 1-2 on Bartow. Bartow, the DH. 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Blake Coleman comes set. Looks at the runner at second. Here's the 1-2. Throw out. Evens the count at 2-2. Works off his right side of the rubber. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to third. Oh, Godfrey with a great play at third for the final out. I mean, that was smoked right at him.
His reflexes are second to none, I tell you, man.
Defensive specialist Jamison Godfrey makes the final out. We head to the 6th inning, tied at 1 apiece. Don't go anywhere. You'll be right back on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Louisville High School, home of the Leopards, here at Andy Ionchik Field. Blake Coleman leads things off here in the top of the 6th, tied at 1 apiece between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. Got Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Freddie Bolchak throws that curveball in there for a strike. It's 1-2 on Coleman. Bolchak, that was pitch number 74 for him on the day. Coleman hits that one back up the middle. It's going to get down for a base hit. That's kind of his specialty, Greg. Whenever he gets a hit, most of the time, he's hitting it in between the infield and the outfield. He just finds those little gaps.
Right, as they call it, like playing the small ball or something like that.
Yeah. Taking what the defense gives you.
He knows those little spots right where to put it at. Get himself on base there.
Leadoff single for Blake Coleman. And that'll bring A.J. Shoemaker to the plate.
Body in on the green turf at third base as Caleb hasn't thought about throwing down.
The first pitch missed for a ball. Shoemaker showed bunt. Pulled back. Shoemaker, a .297 hitter on the year, hits this one straight away center. Center fielder squeezes it for the first out, as Coleman will have to retreat back to first base.
Some kind of power to get a ball over this fence the way the wind is blowing in mostly from left and left center today.
Number 23, Kate Otterback.
That'll bring up Caden Otterbacher.
Center fielder will step in. He tripled.
Caden had the big triple there last time he was up the bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biggest hit of the game for either team.
That's absolutely right.
Body at third back to his normal position, although he's in
Otterbacher, a .347 hitter on the year, 101 at-bats, 35 hits, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 26 singles on the year for Otterbacher, 26 RBIs, as that one finds the plate for a strike.
You know, Nate, when we were having some camera troubles earlier, we were talking to Austin about getting your transmitter up as high as you can go. She said it's up as high as it'll go. I see what the problem is now. We got the Super Mario Brothers standing around there, being 8 foot tall, blocking all the signals coming out of there.
Yeah, if I'm a water bag, they're a water tower. You know what I mean?
I can just see him standing there, towering over everybody else in the dugout right now.
Otterbacher hits this one to short. Shortstop up with it, throw over to first in time for the second out. Coleman makes his way over to second base. And that'll bring up Connor Moyer. Moyer, 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and an RBI single.
They just walk him?
I believe so, yeah. They just decided, no, we don't want to face him.
He said 1 for 1 with the walk, and they said, make that 2 walks.
Make that 2. That'll bring up Cameron Moyer, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Boy, he'd like to make him pay for that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd say, oh, you gonna walk him? You don't gonna walk me? Let's see about that. Send this one over the fence, buddy.
That first pitch inside. Having just a little issues locating the curveball here.
I'd say send this one over the fence. Better, easier said than done. Heck of a job by this pitcher here today.
Oh, yeah. Moyer hits this one to third. Third baseman. That's not, yep, that's the final out. Nice play by Santino Cimbatti for the final out of the inning. It's tied at 1 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Louisville High School.
That's a smart job there.
It really was.
Walking them, the first Moyer brother, and putting him on base there and forcing that.
That's not an easy play to make, but Cimbatti made it look easy. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. Live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, you gotta, don't just take my word for it. Call in your order now at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports told you to call it in, and you get 15% off your order just by telling them, yes, that you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. The Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, they're a staple in the Tiffin community. You have to stop in and check out their new look menu. Some delicious new items. You just got to try it for yourself, including the fan favorite, the birria ramen. Greggy, every time we've been back as a family or by myself, I can't stop getting it. It's just so good. gather your friends, go get some queso. You deserve it. Treat yourself to the best at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, located in the Tiffin Mall.
I don't know about you, Nate, but usually when I go out to eat or something, I kind of have, being the poor fellow that I am, I have an idea of how much money I'm going to spend on the meal or whatever. And, with a deal like that, at 15% off and the prices that they have, that could be a whole other entree out there. So that's a whole other thing to eat there.
Yep.
And, man, they have more than enough things for you to choose from out there on that menu. Go check that menu out for real.
Well, and they have the menu that they give you, but then they also have like a secret menu. As you walk into the restaurant, you'll see the whiteboard, and it kind of has a few items off to the left that are kind of like a list of items. Those are the ones that you really got to try. Give some of those a try, folks. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. The birria pizza, the queso tacos. Oh, now I'm hungry. We're 2 hours away from Xcaret.
Yeah.
And Coleman starts him out with a curveball as Dom Ryan at the plate. Ryan is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Drove in the only run of the game for the Eagles back in the first inning. The 0-1 fouled back. That's quickly 0-2.
I want to talk about great marketing strategies, Nate. There, did you see at the parade, the Xcaret Mexican restaurant was handing out chips and salsa? I've never seen something like that. And people were eating it up.
Oh, well, absolutely. I would have if I wasn't doing the MC for the Memorial Day service.
They'd have seen you would have been sitting down at this end of the parade, and then you would have got up and ran down a little bit. Got some more chips. You got up and ran down a little bit more. You just been collecting all the way down the parade route. Nate, didn't we just see it, huh?
Putting on different hats. The 1-2 inside. And Ryan, after falling behind 0-2, now finds himself back in the count. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Coleman. Swung on, chopped. First base side. Coleman comes over to make the play himself. And on the run, just decides, I'm going to step on the bag.
I'll say heads up play there. Why even try to bother to toss it over there? You're already moving in that direction. He steps on the bag.
Coleman with the put out.
Next up, pop up to Ritzler at second base.
That'll bring up number 5, Taggart Carfangia. A pitching duel here today between these two, as we've had a couple of gems by two of the best in this area. It's 2-0, the count here on Carfangia. Carfangia 0 for 2 on the day. Fouls that one back. 2-1 the count. 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 is your score. This one, grounded first base side. Moyer steps on first for the second out. Both teams 1 run, 3 hits. Calvert with 1 error, Warren with none. That error leading to the run scored for the Eagles. 2 down as Jaden Rischel watches that one up high. Ooh, 2-0 the count here. Here's the 2-0 to Rischel. That one right down the middle. 2-1 the count.
Oh.
Strike 2. Here's the 2-2 from Coleman. Swung on, hit back up the middle, to the second baseman, Logan Ritzler, who makes the final out in the bottom of the 6th. It's still 1-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got an outstanding matchup for you right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Louisville High School, the home of the Leopards, the site of today's Division IV Regional Semifinal matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Warren JFK Eagles. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. We have Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. We are tied at 1 apiece as we start the top half of the 7th inning. Tiffin Calvert's Jake Kidwell leading things off for the Senecas. Kidwell 0 for 2 on the day, fouls that one back. Blake Coleman through 6 innings, sitting at 89 pitches, as Freddie Bolchak sitting at 84 after that last pitch. So both of these pitchers, very similar numbers. Bolchak sitting at 7 strikeouts, as does Coleman. And Kidwell calls time. Mess with the timing of the pitcher here.
You can hear that dugout over there. It's starting to come alive. JFK.
Yeah.
Trying to get into his head.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch. Down low. Count is even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to Kidwell. Swung on and missed. Bolchak with a nice strikeout for number 8 on the day. And that'll bring up Harrison Schultz.
Next up, number 2.
Schultz 0 for 2 on the day. Fouls that one off to the left and out of play. Wind blowing in from right field into home plate. The 0-1 outside. 1-1 on Harrison Schultz. That was pitch number 89 for Freddie Bolchak. Schultz skies this one on the infield. Somebody's got to call for it, and it's dropped.
Wow. Wow. I kind of. Was it just me, Nate, or did you almost sense a little hostility there from the outfielder, from the shortstop to the pitcher there? It's like, that one was on you, man. Like almost as if he was like, why didn't you go after that one?
I think the wind just kind of caught that one up in the air.
Yeah, I think so too, because it definitely seemed like it was moving more so to the right, and it brought itself right back to like the center of the field there.
Yeah. Because you saw the second baseman charge in on it, and then it made its way all the way over to short, pretty much. But with a runner on first, it's 1 out for Cash Lee. We'll see if the Senecas can capitalize on the error. Lee watches that one drop in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
That one coming in hot there with a little bit of anger on it, I think.
Just a little bit. Had a little extra spin on it.
Ooh.
And that one drops in there. It's 1-2. If that was Ritzler, it might have been a ball, but Cash Lee's a tall drink of water. That one dropped right in there.
Oh, yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Lee. And now 2 down for Logan Ritzler. Bottom of the order for Tiffin Calvert here. And Freddie Balchuk sitting at 9 strikeouts on the day. .95 pitches for Balchuk on the day. That one misses. Harrison Schultz down at first base. 2 down. Here's the 1-0.
Ooh.
Up high. 2-0 the count on Ritzler. Two down. Runner at first. Here's the 2-0 to Ritzler. Drops that one in the outside corner for a strike. He found the control on his curveball again. It's snapping in there.
Oh, yeah.
Just shy of 100 pitches on the day. This one fouled back. Pitch number 98 for Freddie Balchuk. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first is in time. And that's the final out. The top of the 7th. It's still tied at 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 7th. What a pitcher's duel we've had here today between these two.
Yeah, you aren't kidding. 1-1 ball game here. We saw our first score at the very beginning of the game. Calvert matched up theirs there in the 4th inning, and then here we are in the bottom of the 7th and still waiting for somebody else to make something else happen.
Tied at 1 apiece between these two schools. Let me tell you about our friends at Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. They've been a part of our community for 70 years. They're a member-driven financial cooperative, and they're delighted to provide a personal touch to an often impersonal industry with a focus on respect and member satisfaction while caring for your financial needs. Stop in at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA. Proud sponsor with us here and proud sponsor of the Memorial Day Parade festivities. As that went off very well, Greg.
Real good time. I seen some of the pictures. Had a lot of good participants in the parade.
Yeah.
I seen the, I didn't think about it until after the parade, but I seen the, when we lined up, there was all those Corvettes. And then I saw a picture that said a parade of vets for the vets. And I said, oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't even put it together until then.
So heading to the bottom half of the 7th, Blake Coleman sitting at 89 pitches through 6 innings. He's allowed 3 hits, 1 run, an unearned run, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts on the day for the junior hurler. We have a replacement batter here, as we'll have Trevin Rink at the plate. Rink taking over for Chiminero at second base. This one grounded to second. Ritzler, throw over to first, is in time. Quickly, one out recorded by Blake Coleman on pitch number 90.
Good job of staying calm and collected there, gathering that one up and getting over to first base.
Santino Chimbati, the third baseman at the plate, watches that one outside for a ball.
He's 0 for 2. Struck out to end the second. Flew out to Otterbacher in center. Lead off the fifth.
This one foul tipped. Chimbati is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that one misses up high. It's 2-1. Bottom of the order here for the Eagles. Andrew Lapola in the on-deck circle. There's a 2-1. Inside, it's 3-1 on Chimbati. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, grounded to third.
Oh,
Godfrey,
wow.
what a play by the third baseman, Jamison Godfrey.
How
Woo!
in the world, Nate, that he was able to snag that one?
You want to talk about hot corner, folks? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Fielded that laser and then threw a rocket over to first.
Unreal. Way to just get that glove down, right? I mean, that ball was just soaring. Like you said, a laser, Nate just gets that glove down, snatches it up, turns around, fires it to first. A great job again by Godfrey.
First pitch to Andrew Lapola in there for a strike. And it's just another example of just the wizardry over there at third base by Jamison Godfrey, as the defensive specialist really has made a name for himself this year.
Yeah, we've covered plenty of baseball games this season, Nate, and I can't tell you a Calvert game we haven't covered that I haven't been like, look at J-Mo over there.
This one hit into right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit.
Yeah, that's a good spot to lay in there.
And Otterbacher throws this one in. Lapola will be standing at second base with a 2-out double. And Michael Condoleon at the plate with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Big time hit right there.
And Matt Coleman will come out and talk with his pitcher. Blake Coleman sitting at pitch number 98 right now. 6 2/3 inning pitch. That's his 4th hit allowed, as he struck out 7, allowed 3 walks, just 1 run allowed. That was an unearned run back in the first inning. He's faced 28 batters so far.
Yeah, you just hate to see him let the run score there at the beginning of the game, and then the squeak one out here at the end of the game too. You've done a great job in between innings, the first and last here. You've done a fantastic job on the mound.
And the mound visit is over.
It's a big time moment here, Nate.
Big at-bat coming up here for Michael Condoleon.
Yeah, get the out here, keep this thing going. Or let more damage be done. You could call this one a day.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Blake Coleman comes set. Here's pitch number 100 for Coleman on the day. In there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Can you imagine throwing a ball 100 times?
Like my arm would fall off.
Let alone throwing it fast. Just throwing it
Oh,
100
you
times.
got to throw it fast, too.
This one grounded to the shortstop. Kidwell over to first. Final out recorded.
Wow.
We head to extra innings. It's tied at 1 apiece. We got extra bonus baseball, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Louisville High School. First pitch of the at-bat fouled off by Blake Coleman. 1-1 tie here in the top of the 8th. That's right. We got bonus baseball today, folks. 8 innings.
No surprise at the way they've been playing here today, Nate.
And the way they've been pitching. A pitching duel between these two as Freddie Bolchak throws that one by Blake Coleman. And that curveball really has just been working for him. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Coleman grounds that one foul. Just had to stay alive with that one.
Son's skipping across over there by the dugout.
First extra inning, the 8th. Rosedale Falcons await the winners. Some of the coaches literally down on the first base side. Can't see him down there.
Here's the 0-2. Coleman chops this one back to the mound. Pitcher runs over, and the underhand toss to first for the first out. Boy, Bolchak must not trust his overhand throw because every throw to first has been an underhand. Anytime he fields the ball, he's running over there and he's just gonna soft toss it.
He's like, listen, I don't know how to overhand throw it without throwing it at,
Right.
8 miles an hour.
He's not trying to throw a curveball to first base. A.J. Shoemaker at the plate. Watches the first one in the turf for a ball. Once again, big shout out to Terry Horn, the athletic director over here at Louisville High School. Beautiful facilities, but outstanding hospitality over here. Can't thank them enough for putting us up here on the risers under the tent. Here's the 1-1 to Shoemaker. Outside, it's 2-1. You just don't get this kind of hospitality anywhere else when you cover baseball. I like that. Okay, all pitchers are taught to underhand it to first on a comebacker. There's Kurt Malott with the dynamite drop in there.
I was going to say, Kurt Malott would know.
No, absolutely.
Pop-ups in the last inning, but it didn't cause the Eagles any harm.
I mean, if you're already in range for making that play, absolutely. You're not going to underhand it if you're fielding it by the third base side, but if it's on first base side, you're running towards it. Why not?
Probably just less chance of an error like that.
Absolutely. 2 down for Caden Otterbacher as he flies this one straight on the infield to the second baseman, who squeezes it for the final out. Senecas go 1, 2, 3.
How you like that when he hits that one straight up in the air and the wind just dies down for like one of the only times all day.
Yeah.
Not helping him out there at all.
We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still 1-1 between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. What's that? Pitch counts. Well, we'll do that first. Blake's sitting at 101. So Blake's sitting at 101 pitches, and Bolchak's sitting at 108 pitches through 8 innings. So he's still got enough to get through another inning if they need him, at least, as he worked his way through that inning unscathed.
You know, how often do you have a pitcher that can make it through the whole game, let alone some extra innings?
Yeah, yeah. But let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. Matt and I here from the Advertiser.
Going to the batter's box, number 11.
A lot of familiar faces we've seen make the trip over here.
Oh, yeah. That was a haul, for sure. 2 hours and 5-minute drive to get over here.
Yeah, and that's with you driving.
Yeah.
That's more like a 3 hour and 45-minute drive.
102 unofficially.
Blake Coleman, pitch number 102, finds it the outside corner for a strike. Caleb Hadley at the plate. Drawn 3 walks so far today. 3 plate appearances, 3 walks for Hadley. As he's not afraid to leave that bat on the shoulder, and I'll take my base. I'm not going to swing at a bad pitch. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Tied him up inside.
Also unofficially, Freddie Balchalk. This is from various fan and media sources. 108 pitches on the day. There's one extra inning here in this regional semifinal. Pitchers.
Here's the 1-2 from Coleman. Swung on and missed. Hadley goes down for the first time today. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
That one had so much movement to it there. About lost my balance and fell out of my seat just watching it.
Strikeout number 8 for Blake Coleman. Sitting at 104 pitches on the day. And that one grounded to short. Kidwell up with it. The throw over to first is in time. Nice stretch by Cam Moyer to get down and get that one.
Yeah, that was a good job there. That one kind of slowed down on the hop over there. Took a little longer to get to him than we thought it was going to, and he got the throw over.
On a 2-hop. Able to field that one cleanly. And now we'll have Dom Ryan at the plate, the right fielder. Ryan is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Swung on and missed. Pitch number 106 for Blake Coleman. 107, sorry. The 0-1. Outside. 1-1.
Man, I really did not think I was going to need my jacket today, Nate.
Yeah.
I am chilly. But
Here's the 1-1. Inside. 2-1 the count here on Dom Ryan.
If we go to the ninth, Calvert will have 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up.
That one finds the outside corner. It's 2-2 here on Dom Ryan. 2 down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tied at 1 apiece. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 2-2 from Coleman. Outside. And it's a full count. Here's the payoff. This one grounded to second. Ritzler up with it. Throw over to first in time for the final out. We head to the 9th inning. Folks, you definitely got your money's worth today. Oh, wait, it's free. We head to the 9th inning, tied at 1 apiece. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here. Louisville High School, home of the Leopards. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Your local media company. I appreciate all these sponsors staying with the local media company for today's game. Can't say the same about the other broadcast. A couple of local sponsors on that one for some reason. A little bitter, that's all.
I didn't catch that.
I don't know.
Well, before we leave here, I'll make
Just,
note of
people
that.
who won't message me back or call me or, that kind of stuff. Or people who leave you on red for almost a year. Great community-minded people, though. Here's the 0-2. Moyer watches that one in there for a strike. And I'll tell you what, Freddie Bolchok, strikeout number 11 on the day.
It doesn't even seem like he slowed down one bit, too.
No, and he's
in the 9 innings now.
still sitting at 111 pitches. With the way he's pitching,
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he looks like he's ready to go for another. Cameron Moyer fouls this one straight back and out of play.
Carfancio, Richel, and Simonero's place in the order. Duel for Warren JFK in the bottom of the 9th.
There's the 0-2 to Moyer, outside.
Waste pitch there for Balchalk.
Here's the 1-2 inside, and it's 2-2 on Cameron Moyer. Jake Kidwell in the on-deck circle, 1 out.
Ooh.
That one inside, and it's 3-2 on Cameron Moyer.
That'd have been strike 3.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 9th. Here's the payoff. And Moyer he kind of fist that one.
Oh,
what a play!
Oh, he dropped it. Did he catch it or he dropped it?
What a play by Jaden Rischel. Did he catch it?
I think he dropped it.
Did he drop it? I thought he made the play. That looked like he caught it.
I think at the last second, I think it bounced out of his glove.
Did it bounce out of his glove?
Something definitely happened there. Wow.
No, they're saying he dropped it. So Moyer will be safe at first. We'll have a relief runner here as Cam Lucius will come in to run.
Yeah, he was underneath that one. Just unfortunate not to be able to hold on to it there, I think, all the way through that one with the contact on the ground and stuff.
What an effort, though, by the first baseman to get over there for that play. I mean, I thought he made that play, Greg. What a play. This one hit
look at that.
right past the second baseman's glove. Senecas at first and second base with 1 out. So now let's see if the Senecas can capitalize. And now let's see how long of a leash Freddie Bolchak has here, as his day might be done. Bolchak sitting at 118 pitches on the day, so, I mean, he can get through 1 more batter, really, maybe 2 if he pitches well, but at 125, you can finish the batter, but that's it. You got to be done.
It's been a long day here.
Very long day.
Time-wise, it's been a short day, but been through long 9 long innings here.
They're going to let him finish the job, and rightfully so. He's earned the opportunity to do so. You have runners at first and second. Harrison Schultz at the plate. Schultz on the day, 0 for 3. One out. Runners at first and second for Harrison Schultz. Schultz fouls this one off to the right. Lucius was off and running on the hit. Bolchak comes set. Here's the 0-1. Schultz hits this one foul down the first base line. Boy, that just flirted with staying fair.
Took a couple of bounces staying in, and then I said, okay, now I'm going to roll out. I like this half glare of sun we have coming down the camera shot here.
Yeah.
It's like divine intervention is going to lead this game to somebody's going to win here sometime.
Well, you know, they do say the big man upstairs wears Calvert blue, so. Here's the 0-2. Another foul from Schultz as he's wasting some good pitches here from Bolchak. Runners at first and second. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Schultz rung up on strikes as he goes down looking. Fastball on the outside corner. And with Bolchak sitting at pitch number 122, I'm not sure if he can even face another batter, can he?
Well, the umpire's definitely having a little confidence.
Am I wrong on the 125 count? Like, I'm pretty sure that's the rule. Like, 125 is the pitch. Like, that's the pitch limit. And he's sitting at 122, so that'll be the end of the day for Freddie Bolchak.
Where's Kurt Motley when you get clarification on you?
Oh, he'll chime in. Bolchak with an excellent outing here today. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, you aren't kidding, Nate. Talking about putting in that work. They put in that work and the overtime.
Right. So now Michael Bartow will take over on the mound. He just has to get one out to get out of the inning here. But he does inherit the runners at first and second base. And Cash Lee at the plate. Cash Lee 0 for 3 on the day, 3 strikeouts.
See, we have a comment here, Nate.
Yes, that's what I was.
Okay, so yeah.
You can finish the batter if you're into the 125 count. Because I've seen pitchers go up to 130, 132 before. Like Isaac Snyder was the last pitcher I saw go over 125 pitches a couple years ago for Old Fort. But yeah, 125 is the pitch limit. But if you reach that limit while you're in the middle of an at-bat, you can finish the batter. So he could have actually pitched to this batter here if they felt comfortable with him facing Cash Lee.
Here we go. Here's Kurt Malott.
Yeah, see, 122 could end at 127.
Right.
Thank you, Coach Malott, and also Kevin Byer for the chime in there on YouTube and Facebook. We watch the comments, folks. Tied at 1 apiece. First pitch to Cash Lee is in there for a strike from Michael Bartow. Just ask the sorcerer.
Hey, now I'm not. I'm not the sorcerer of swing.
You're not the Sultan of SWAT? No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second. 2 down. Tied at 1 apiece here in the top of the 9th. Bartow comes set. Here's the pitch. Wow. That was almost in the other batter's box.
Ooh, buddy.
I mean, he's called a really good game to this point, so that was kind of surprising. But we head to the bottom of the 9th. Still tied at 1 apiece.
JFK,
Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here.
Getting out of trouble right there.
Absolutely. Austin Rodriguez on the main camera. Yeah, I don't think Calvert coaching staff like that call at all because he's, like I said, he's called a really great game so far today. That was just so far outside the zone. I didn't understand why that was a strike. I mean, that was literally on the batter's box line on the inside part, as if you were a right or left-handed batter. I mean, that would have brushed you back. But hey, that's a hard job. Like I said, I've always said that. I would never.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. I could probably do it for Little League just because, yeah, I can deal with Little League parents. You know, obviously they're going to yell and scream or whatever, but.
Are you sure about that?
You sure about that?
I've seen some pretty crazy videos before, some Little League games. Not around here, obviously, but.
Right. Big shout out and a thank you to our premier sponsors, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Pre-game show and post-game show sponsors. That's right. Stick around for the post-game show. Coming to you directly after the conclusion of this game as we get ready to start the bottom half of the 9th inning.
Yeah, comment here says, just wants to go home.
Well, you know, there's more than one way to do that.
Right.
Swung on and missed. Taggart Carfanja at the plate. Coleman still on the mound. He's sitting at pitch number 113 after that last one. The 0-1. Yeah, he said he did go around. It's 0-2.
That's interesting. That was a heck of a delay on the call there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
State Tournament.
Swung on and missed. Coleman with another strikeout.
He's feeling it there.
Strikeout number 9 on the day.
Number 27, Jaden Rischel.
Sitting at 115 pitches. 81 of those for strikes today by Blake Coleman. He's been very effective.
Jaden Rischel, the first baseman, will step up. He's 0 for 3. 2 of those strikeouts.
Rischel swings and misses at that one. That's 0-1.
Struck out to lead off the second. Struck out, called out strikes in the fourth, and lined out to Ritzler at second to end the sixth.
And that second pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Count again, 0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called.
Man, the angles that some of these pitches take are just mind-blowing.
That one just swept over the front right corner of the plate to get the strikeout.
Yeah, it comes in on that angle, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a strike, and then just crosses the plate perfectly.
2 quick outs will bring up Nico Seminero.
Those 10 strikeout victims for Coleman.
We thought about it.
That was pitch number 119 on the day for Blake Coleman.
Doesn't matter anyway. Still got him with the strike there.
The 0-1. Swung on and missed.
Those pitches just coming out of his hands so smoothly.
Yeah. Effortless. Here's the 0-2. And unable to get that one.
Had a little extra on it there, taking it outside.
Just tried to sweep that one along the front part of the plate. Got away from him a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th.
Between home plate and the pitcher's mound is not helping the hitters any.
What a pitcher's duel between these two today. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, chopped to third, and that's going to be foul.
Oh, man.
Godfrey was ready to fire that one over.
Yeah, he was. That one just took the old bounce right to the outside of the base there. But again, he's right on top of it. Bottom of the 9th, tied up, on the way over here. Nate, listening to the score of that first game, I thought that was the situation we were going to see there.
Swung on and missed. Blake Coleman, strikeout number 11 on the day. That's the end of 9. We head to the 10th inning live from Louisville High School. It's the Division IV Regional Semifinal right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Louisville High School, home of the Leopards, here at Andy Ionchik Field. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here in this Division IV Regional Semifinal between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. We are here in the 10th inning. That's right, 10th inning, and it is 1-1 between these two powerhouse Division IV teams. Bartow, first pitch, line to center by Ritzler for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Michael Bartow. That'll bring up Blake Coleman.
Next up, number 1,
Hillsdale Falcons. I'm Keith Coquin. Glad you could join us. It's been a fantastic
The winner of this game will move on to face the Hillsdale Falcons tomorrow night at 5 o'clock here at Louisville High School.
Coleman is 1 for 4, singled in the 6th.
As Hillsdale dispatched the number 1 team in D4 earlier today. 2-1 was the final in that one. Ground out to second by Coleman for the second out. And quickly, the Senecas down to their third batter here. Not final out, because obviously it's a tie game. But man, it's been tied since the 4th inning, folks. Neither one of these teams wants to give an inch.
number 5, A.J. Shoemaker.
Shoemaker watches the first pitch outside. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Shoemaker 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Watches that one high. It's 3-0. A lot of Calvert faithful here today for this one. That one right down Broadway. 3-1 the count on Shoemaker.
Senecas have 5 runners on base. 2 of them were in the 9th inning.
Foul tipped at the plate, and it's a full count.
And runners at first and second after back-to-back singles with 1 out in the 9th. Schultz and Lee both got called out on strikes. Schultz by ball chalk, Lee by Barton.
Here's the payoff. Shoemaker grounds this one to short. The throw over to first is in time for the final out in the top of the 10th. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at 1 apiece between Tiffin Calvert and Warren JFK. Thanks for tuning in with us on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, UIS Insurance and Investments, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Folks, if you're watching this broadcast with us, we are approaching the 400 viewers mark watching at the same time. Obviously, this view count's going to be over 1,000, probably over 2,000 for the video. But right now, if you're watching with us, tell us where you're watching from. Chime in the comments section. Let us know where you're tuned in at. We always love to hear where our fans are watching the game from because, folks, you can take us with you wherever you go. That's the beauty of online streaming.
Give us that cue as well as giving it to Matt Coleman, the Tiffin Calvert manager.
Something's got to give here at some point. Man.
Yeah.
Both of these teams just giving it their all here.
So this will be the final batter for Blake Coleman, sitting at pitch number 123, sorry. So he'll be able to face this batter, and that'll be the end of the day for him. Starts him out with a first pitch curveball in there for a strike. Santino Cimbati at the plate, the third baseman.
Yeah, viewers from Oklahoma City, Marblehead, Fremont. Oh,
This one flied into the air, and Jake Kidwell will squeeze it for the final out and just says, hey, give me the ball, I'm taking over.
he just walks up to that like the Terminator out there, staring it down.
So we'll have a pitching change as Jacob Kidwell will take over on the mound for Tiffin Calvert. What a performance by Blake Coleman. 9 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 1 run, not an earned run, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it up to both of these pitchers for both these teams right now. That's the reason
real.
we're sitting here in the 10th inning is because they kept both their teams in this game.
You talk about two potent offenses.
Someone watching on a riding lawnmower in Waterville. That's good stuff right there. It's called multitasking.
Somebody watching from Naples, Florida. I like that.
Getting the old yard mode, getting your baseball in.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Hopefully enjoying a dad pop. What a beautiful day for baseball here at Louisville High School, the home of the Leopards. Gorgeous facilities over here. Infield turf. That includes the dirt as well. So all turf on the infield and then on the outfield, natural grass. One of my favorite combinations, Greg, because you know what that means? Weather really normally doesn't play a factor at fields like this. Obviously, if it's pouring down rain, can't play in pouring down rain, but the best thing about fields like this is if it rains early in the day, you don't have to cancel the game because it could dry up by 3 o'clock.
I like how clean and nice they look, and I like not having the computer covered in dust.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite things about the turf.
And I like that big leopard logo. That's pretty sweet. Behind home plate.
Oh, yeah. Some really, really nice facilities over here.
Let's take a look at Jacob Kidwell's pitching statistics on the year. As Kidwell, 34 innings pitched so far. He started 4 games. He's appeared in 9. He is 3-1 with a save. He's allowed 31 hits, 26 strikeouts, 19 walks, just 8 earned runs allowed with a 1.647 ERA for Jake Kidwell on the season. The Senecas have a stable of pitchers should they need to use them.
We got Austin says she's watching from the Calvert dugout.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're not. No.
I'll tell you what, man. We have a lot of viewers from a lot of faraway places. We got to figure out a way to get in touch with some of them, get some of our gear out to these people that aren't around local to get some of our Hoos gear on them.
That's right. Absolutely right, Greg. One out, no balls, 1 strike.
Whew.
LaPola watches that one, misses, and it's 1-1. Andrew LaPola, 1 for 4 on the day with a strikeout.
Look what Austin started.
Get Kevin Reineman. Get out of here, Reineman. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, grounded.
Uh-oh.
It passed the second baseman.
That's trouble.
So LaPola on with a 1-out base hit. And that'll bring up Michael Condolion. Well hit ball there by LaPola as he found the hole in the infield and smacked that one through for a base hit. Condolion, 1 for 4 on the day with a run scored and a strikeout.
See a comment from Tori here. Appreciate that, Tori. She says she's watching from inside a Walmart, walking around. People keep asking her what the score is. She says, tune in.
No balls, 1 strike. Runner down at first base with 1 out.
I said, what's the score? She said, the same as it was in the 4th inning.
That one inside, 1-1. Caleb Hadley in the on-deck circle. Time called by the batter. Here's the 1-1 from Kidwell. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. on Condolian.
Got one of our biggest fans here saying she needs a ball cap to wear while she watches these games. We can make that happen.
Absolutely. We can definitely make that happen. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit into right field. That's going to be trouble. It gets down for a base hit.
That sweet
Shoemaker up with it. The throw over to third is not in time. And the Eagles will have runners at the corners with just one out. Back-to-back singles.
It's been a sweet spot over there a couple times today, Nate.
Next up, number 11, Caleb.
And they're going to walk him. Yeah. They're going to walk Hadley to load the bases. And we've seen this strategy before from Matt Coleman. He trusts his defense in this situation. I think that's exactly the call here, as defensively, it sets up and out at any plate, at any base. So that's what they want in this situation.
I mean, there's nothing safe about this situation regardless, but yeah, you make that situation where you force it, there's an out at any plate, kind of plays to you a little bit, just no matter where the hit might go, you might have a play there.
And I think we might get a pitching change here. I thought Ritzler just came off. Coming back out with a different glove. We'll see what the call is. But you would not fault for Matt Coleman at all for having the short leash for Jacob Kidwell, because
You can't make any mistakes
there's
here.
no mistakes to be made here.
You can't.
But nope, Kidwell's going to stay on. All three runners are his. He's got the opportunity to finish this one. Michael Bartow at the plate.
Try to end this. Infield playing in.
Infield's in on the grass. One out. Bases are loaded.
A lot of balls.
This one, smoke to third, steps on the third base for one. And they're going to say that was a foul ball.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh. That's a lot of intense feelings just flowing through you right there.
Woo. Yeah, because Godfrey had the force at third, could have had the double play at home if they'd have got that throw on target, if that would have been a fair ball. But 0-1 is the count.
Ritzler a step behind in his second.
Bases loaded, one out. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. 0-2. Coleman in on the grass, as is Moyer. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back. Bartow stays alive. Come back and do it again at 0-2. Bottom of the 10th inning. Division IV Regional Semifinal. Tied at one apiece. One out. Bases loaded. 0-2 the count. Kidwell comes set. Here's the pitch. This one swung on, hit into the air, into right field. Shoemaker under it for the catch. The throw to the plate is going to be not in time.
Wow.
That's a game winner for the JFK Eagles. And Warren JFK will move on to the regional final, where they will face the Hillsdale Falcons. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. My Berea, don't you know I've thought about you all day? Yeah, I've been longing for some beef and some consomme, sweet Berea. This is surely going to my thighs. Well, I'm a hungry eater and you surely caught my eyes. My Berea, I love you so. Oh, my Berea, Berea, I love you so. I love you.
How's it going, sports fans? It's game day, and the food is hot here at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Before you settle in to watch the game, whether you're by yourself trying to figure out what you want for dinner, trying to figure out how to feed a bunch of people, why not consider some delicious grub from Xcaret Mexican Restaurant? Today, we're highlighting the birria ramen. That's right, I'll say it again. Birria ramen. Oh my goodness, I think I just got my mic wet. How do you birria? I have to have a lime. And you're gonna get the best, juiciest limes right here at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Look at all that juice. So here we have the birria ramen. Oh, this looks so good. I'm digging in. I can't look at it anymore. All right, here we go. That should not be allowed to be that good. My goodness. Folks, get on over here. Get yourself some of this birria ramen. Let them know you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. Why are you still watching me eat? You could be eating this right now. Don't you just want to dig in? I could eat this whole bowl right now. And I'm going to. But I'm not going to make you watch me do it. Tell you what. Call in your order. Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, birria ramen. The only place you're gonna find this in town, folks. I'm telling you. This is a home run right here. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Whether you're a diehard fan rooting for the home team, or you're just looking for some tasty eats for your game day treats, the Birria Ramen is our featured item here on this Game Day Grub segment, and you're going to want to call in your order now. That's right, call Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Mention you saw this segment on our broadcast. You'll get 15% off your order. Take advantage of this Birria Ramen special at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Oh, and don't forget the queso. Welcome back to Louisville High School. You're tuned into the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, the final score 2-1. Warren JFK takes care of business, moves on to the regional final where they will play the Hillsdale Falcons tomorrow night here at Louisville High School at 5 o'clock. But we will not be on the call for that one, Greg, because this is the end of our high school baseball season. This is where we end. The last 2 years we've ended in Akron. This year, unfortunately, fell just a little short of Akron, but hey, this is nothing to shake your head about. This team put together an outstanding campaign this year. And the 2024 season for Tiffin Calvert, they have high expectations. So Greg, it's going to be hard to tell them they should be proud of this, but they really should be proud of their efforts this year because this is one of the best teams in the area.
Right, and you're absolutely right, Nate. They made it for the last couple of years here, but when you get to these levels of play, none of these teams are slouches. These are all incredible teams, incredible competition, and not to say it was luck, but it's a combination of a little bit of luck and a lot of skill to get past this point in the last few years. So, nothing to hang your head about at all. You come in and play a game or a team like Warren JFK, you knew what you were getting into, and both these teams came out and showed it here tonight. That's why it took 10 innings to get through this one.
Yeah. So Warren JFK, state champs just a couple years ago, trying to make a return appearance back to the state semifinals. But first, they have to take care of business against Hillsdale tomorrow night. But this Tiffin Calvert squad, take a look at the numbers for today. Blake Coleman finished the game 9 1/3 innings pitched, 125 pitches, 90 of those for strikes. 3 walks issued, 11 strikeouts, no earned runs on the day for Blake Coleman. Jake Kidwell came in relief, did get the out on the sacrifice fly, but I think with JFK, they'd seen Coleman all day. They were anxious to get somebody else on the mound, Greg. I really think they were waiting for their opportunity to see anybody else other than Blake Coleman on that mound.
Yeah, and they did their job defensively, keeping this one going and getting those extra innings in until you could get him to his pitch count and get him off the mound and get that different pitcher in there that they wanted to see.
Absolutely.
And you got to think there probably was a little bit of vengeance on the mind of JFK because this is where the train stopped for them last year because the Calvert was right here in Louisville.
Yep.
So a little bit of vengeance on their mind probably feels good to be a JFK Eagle today.
Oh, absolutely. Especially after, like you said, last year they fell to these Senecas 4-2 here at Louisville High School. So redemption was on the mind today of the Eagles, and they got what they wanted. They got their wish. They move on to the
game.
Yeah, what a ball game. 10 innings is how long it took to decide a winner, as we were tied at 1 apiece from the 4th inning on. And at the end of the game, it really came down to, Greg, you think about both runs scored by the Eagles. 1 run scored on a sacrifice fly, the other run scored on an error.
And both runs took from the very start of the game to, like I said, 10 innings to get the job done.
Yeah.
So nothing to hang your head about if you're Calvert Senecas here today. Excellent game by both squads.
Absolutely. Once again, I want to take a moment and kind of reflect on this season because it's been a fun broadcast season for us here with Heart of Ohio Sports. Calvert will be moving to Division 7 next year as the baseball divisions expand to 7 divisions.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I remember you telling me about that.
I don't believe that Warren JFK will be in Division 7, but I'm not sure. I will have to look at the numbers.
It'll be interesting with you're adding that many divisions. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out there.
But nevertheless, this Tiffin Calvert Seneca squad, outstanding season this year. But let's take a moment and reflect on the season for us as a broadcast crew because, Greg, just another one in the books. This is our 3rd baseball season now that we have broadcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And I'll tell you, when we first got into baseball, I didn't know what to expect because we had never done anything with baseball before. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't be more happy of the coverage that we've provided these athletes in this area. JFK will be Division VI. So, yeah, these two teams will not face each other next year in the playoffs. So this might be the final time they face each other in the playoffs. Now, if I know Matt Coleman, that's probably an off game they'll schedule in between because he loves to schedule some competition on those off days.
I'm surprised he's not trying to schedule them for a game tomorrow before their game.
Yeah.
You guys want to play again tomorrow? Just before, just before that other game?
But once again, outstanding season for us at Heart of Ohio Sports, but this is the final game for us for baseball. We will be off for a couple months, and then we'll be back at it in August for football season as we'll get set for Tiffin Calvert versus Mohawk will be our next broadcast. A Thursday night game. I believe it's August 18th. But we got a little bit of time off, Greg. Let's take some time off and kind of relax, rewind a little bit, unwind.
Yeah.
But
we'll have some time off, but you never know where you'll see us pop up here and there before that football game. You might see us a few more times. You never know.
I do know for a fact that there is something that I have been talking to a local business owner about that's possibly in the works. You know, that new game they're coming out with for this college football.
College football. I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Never heard of college football before?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's just say talking with a local business owner about possibly putting together a little tournament. Remember our Madden tournament?
Oh, yeah.
Well, keep your eyes peeled for that, folks.
That's something that should almost certainly happen because a lot of us have been waiting a good decade. A good decade for this game. So you can't tell me you're not down to get in some tournament plays going on.
Absolutely.
I think we can make that happen.
Well, with how much fun we had with that Madden tournament, I'm really looking forward to this one. So we'll be sitting down talking with Level Up about that here in the next week. We'll keep you updated. Keep your eyes peeled for the Facebook page and obviously all of our social medias. But once again, I want to thank Austin Rodriguez for all of her work this year. She's done an outstanding job once again for us on camera. Also want to thank Connor Roush, reporter and cameraman for us. He's done an outstanding job for us once again this year. Also want to thank Tommy Hall for all of his contributions to the broadcasts. Zach Dillon as well for running a couple broadcasts for us this year. I also like to thank Jacob Ellis for his contributions to the broadcasts as he was hoping to be able to be there for tomorrow's game, but, you know.
It's all right. Just get yourself warmed up for football season coming, Jacob.
But also, Greg, I got to say thank you to you, man, because honestly, without you, what we do wouldn't be possible, man. You make us look good, but you also make things happen. And I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for this company and everything you do for local sports, man.
I mean, I enjoy it, man. I love being on the call with you on all these games, covering all these things with you. No place I'd rather work at than Heart of Ohio Sports, that's for sure. And, you know, I'd like to personally just kind of say a thanks to you, obviously, and a thanks to Seneca Nation.
Yeah.
Thanks to this team. Again, third year in a row that they've taken us on a ride with them. We got to follow along, and it's been one heck of a ride.
Absolutely. So once again, let's thank our sponsors before we wrap this up. I'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, our premier sponsor, bringing you the pregame show all season long on Heart of Ohio Sports, including the postseason. Also like to thank our postgame show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Another proud premier sponsor all season long, regular and postseason. We'd like to thank our pitching matchup sponsor and pitch camp sponsor, UIS Insurance and Investments. Our first pitch sponsor, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. We'd also like to thank Lee's Floor Covering for their contributions during the regular season, as well as Hope in Fostoria and Klaus Electric. Also, we'd like to thank contributions for today's broadcast: Feasel's Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, Calvert Baseball's biggest fan, Cooper Reineman, Triple C Lawn Care Company, Sarah Elkert Porter, Century 21 Bolte Real Estate in Tiffin, and Divine Style Beauty Bar. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, if you're watching this broadcast, it's because of those sponsors. So please do us a favor, help us out, frequent those sponsors, but most importantly, tell them that Heart of Ohio Sports sent you.
Yeah, you keep them in business, and they keep the broadcast coming to you guys.
That's right. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the 2024 high school baseball season. For Greg Kinn and Austin Rodriguez, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Louisville High School. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the Pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great day, everybody.